Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kira the Doll. Back today for yet another Baddies East review. Today is episode 12, so let's get straight into it. So first things first, I just want to mention that this episode was pretty lame, pretty boring, and this season overall is pretty lame and boring. It's just dragged out. These incidents are dragged out. Like this incident has been dragged out for a few episodes. So as we started off, is Smiley versus Sapphire. I still can't put my hand on why they're even fighting to begin with. But what I do know is that Suki attempted to jump in. So if security and stuff wasn't there, we already know what would have happened. So basically the nerve of Suki and Sapphire to say that they were here to bully the bullies. Look at Sapphire looking a mess, wig coming off. Smiley had that hair, and that's why Suki came and was like, let go my friend hair, let go my friend hair. But it's so contradicting for these two girls to say that they're coming in to bully the bullies, yet you guys are doing everything in your power to jump people and then cover it up and say that it's not jumping. Because to be technical, you guys did technically jump Smiley when Smiley fought Mariah, because if somebody's fighting, the second that fight turns from one-on-one to two-on-one, that is jumping. So T and DJ Sky arrive, and while they're arriving, the girls are basically apologizing to one another and making up, So this is the point where E.T. confronts Taseki. Finally, I was waiting for E.T. to confront Taseki. So apparently E.T. is upset because Taseki was making fun of her on live. And the reason why Taseki was making fun of her on live is because Taseki is Krishan's sister. And Krishan basically knows E.T. from Now That's TV. And these two girls got the fighting on, I believe, Baddies, South Central Baddies. And E.T. claims, Krishan claims that E.T. jumped her. And E.T.'s like, Taseki, I didn't jump you, did I? And Taseki's like, we can just make up. I'm not even cool with Krishan right now. T is just shocked at all of this that's going on. Everybody hugging. She like, this is an orgy going on? Like, what is going on? T and DJ Sky, I know they was both thinking the same thing. Like, when the last time the baddies done had a group hug? So now Anna and DJ Sky are addressing their issues to see if they can squash it as well. This episode started to help me realize how much I don't really like Anna. She does a lot of talking, like in these comments. This is basically the beef that happened. She does a lot of talking, but I feel like what annoys me about Anna is just like her continuous... Anna, like, she don't back down for nobody. I'm not saying that she should, but that's what irritates me about her. Just like how fast she is to pop off all the time. Versus when Krishan and Taseki came and confronted her, she didn't have this energy. So I just don't like her continuous bickering. Like, be quiet sometimes, Curious George. But Sky and Anna even hug it out. And these girls are all hugging it out. Look at Sapphire and Smiley are hugging, y'all. This is the fakest shit I done seen. E.T. and T is hugging. Like, what is going on? If this ain't fake, I don't know what is. I couldn't bring myself. I know I gotta grow, but I don't think I could bring myself to hug somebody right after we fought for no damn reason. Let's be so for real. Even with E.T. and T, like, come on, T. You should never hug her because she didn't have no reason to fight you. And not only that, but they jumped you. Like, I don't know if they just got bigger hearts than me or I just don't let no shit get past me. So then Natalie is like, Scotty, so it's National Forgiveness Day. Let's get you and Anna to talk it out and squash this beef. And this beef was also confusing. And this just basically refueled the animosity these girls already had for one another. Scotty's just like, well, I don't know if Anna wants to apologize, but I'm not apologizing for anything. So then we have Biggie and Rolly also trying to squash their beef, but Rolly just blows up and starts going off on Biggie. So then back to Scotty and Anna, who's simultaneously arguing while Biggie and Rolly are arguing. Anna saying, yeah, I did tell you I was going to beat your ass in Miami. And this is the issue right here, that these casters are keep bringing people on the show that have beef before the show. And I feel like that shouldn't happen because we're confused as hell what these two are even arguing about. Same with Biggie and Rolly. These two girls are arguing about stuff from last season. Why are y'all arguing about stuff from last season? Like, what does that have to do with anything right now? Literally, when Biggie walked in the house, she walked into a fight, like, over last season. Are y'all serious? Like, and then not only that, but we don't even really know why y'all fighting because Rolly and Biggie were friends on the last season. So, where did it go left? What I also didn't like about this part was how I almost felt as if these girls were ganging up on Biggie. So, as Biggie's pleading her case, Rolly starts singing a song and everybody hops in on it, talking about balling, joining in on the song she's singing. So Biggie comments on that and says, that's cool. Y'all can stay here. Sky, you can stay here. Camilla, you can stay here. And I'm cool by myself. And then Sky and her start going at it. And then E.T. and her start going at it. E.T. hops up like, it's over. It's over. Be quiet. We're tired of hearing it. It's over. But it doesn't make any sense because this is literally what, Forgiveness Day? So wasn't Scotty and Anna just arguing at the same damn time? So why do you snap on Biggie? Are you and Rolly a couple? Like, what's going on? Like, at this point, you're sticking up for Rolly. And Biggie said that. Basically, E.T. pushed her down. And Biggie's like, why are y'all ganging up on me? And E.T. like, I'm not ganging up on you. It's over. Blah, blah. Yes, you are ganging up. Because it only takes one person for one person. And Rolly big enough to fight Biggie. And Biggie stood her ground for sure. And that made me love Biggie even more. So this is the next day. And Natalie and Smiley are on the phone. And Smiley's just talking to Natalie saying, where my chain at? Like, the fight over. I returned Mariah's chain. They took my chain. Where's my chain? You know, if we forgiven and all this and that, give me my chain back. So as Natalie's on the phone talking to Smiley, Mariah and Scotty enter the room. And this is about the point that I realized how inauthentic Scotty is being now. Like, she isn't being true to herself and true to who she was all this time and who we known Scotty to be. So Mariah hops in the conversation and is like, yes, Smiley, I have your chain. Was, as a matter of fact, my sister has your chain. And if you want your chain back, you have to get it from my sister. She said, okay, where's your sister? She said, you're going to see her. Click, click, beep, beep, beep. You know how the FaceTime call ends. Next, we have Taseki, Sky, T, and Anna. They're all outside, and these guys start talking about, you know, everything that happened the day before. And obviously, I'm sure you guys can notice that T hasn't been there. So basically, what's going on right now is that these girls are explaining to T everything that she's been missing while she's been gone. And they're explaining to her about the Smiley situation, like why they were all outside and what was going on and how Smiley was lying. And then also they asked Taseki, what did she do to E.T.? And she just said she was on live making fun of her, saying she was sorry, like mocking E.T. Now here we have Rolly, Sapphire, and E.T. And these girls are also talking about the incidents from the day before. And E.T. is like, I still have a headache. E.T., that doesn't make any sense that Biggie was giving you a headache. That's why you started screaming at the top of your lungs at her. Wouldn't that make your headache worse? But anyways, here's Smiley, Camilla, and Biggie. Camilla's like the mama, and she's sitting here basically called Smiley a punk, called Smiley scary, and was asking Smiley, why you being scary? Why, Smiley? You see, Smiley do got a black eye. And as far as E.T., I feel as though she likes the image of herself she's portraying to the girls, because Sapphire just feel like she a big stepper. She like, I was surprised with you, you know, stand up trying to get at Biggie. And I was surprised too, because what did Biggie do to you? So back here, we have Camilla being very reckless with her mouth. I will say Smiley has definitely been a target. But then Biggie is basically talking about E.T. was basically staring at her the whole time that her and Rolly were going at it, and she already knew that E.T. was going to insert herself. So it definitely gives lapdog. But look at Rolly looking like somebody off the Flintstones, y'all. You must be getting them legs ready to push their car. Yabba yabba doo. Then we got Smiley calling Natalie back to back. Like she ain't playing no games, y'all. Back to back. And I thought that she was going to say something like she wanted to go home, you know, like she's done. Because she was saying she felt targeted in her own house as well. Like, and especially after Camilla called you a punk and stuff, I expected her to go home. Smiley reminded me of this meme, y'all. Like, when she kept calling Natalie. Natalie was ignoring her on purpose. Like, she kept calling back to back. So then Natalie finally answers. And she like, we on our way to the Baddies Blunt event. She acting like a damn party promoter. Like, she not talking to Smiley. Like, she knows Smiley. And basically, Smiley just like, nah, I don't have the right clothes on. I thought that we were going back to the house. Like, I'm not dressed up for no party. And I feel like this was honestly Smiley trolling as to say, the same person who hopped on your phone earlier and told me what was going to go down tonight is the same why I'm calling you back to relay the message that I'm dressed. It was almost like Smiley called Natalie to say, give Mariah a heads up without saying that. So then the girls finally get to their Baddies Blunt event, and they seem to have a lot of fun. And I also respected T for just not wanting to be involved with them, like, and coming for what she needed to get that check cut. So it's just like she's not for the bull crap no more. She's only showing up when she has to show up. And not only that, but it seems like she's asking who's going to be there. Like, what is the event? What are we doing? And also something I noticed is that Smiley kept finding it in herself to be right up on Mariah. I don't know if she was trolling, trying to be funny or what, but Smiley just does a lot of weird things. And it's almost like one of them people that is just so sneaky and sly with, you know, the nice nasty. Like, Smiley gives, like, she'll be in your face, be like, hi, blah, 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 and then as soon as she leaves, talk mad shit about you. Also, E.T. and Rolly, I don't know about y'all, but it's really giving couple. Like, it's really giving y'all hunching behind closed doors, and y'all think we don't know. Because ain't no way in hell E.T. felt the need to go off on Biggie like that. And not just Biggie, but T. Every time Rolly has a conflict, you're right there to stand up for her, like you're her man. Next, we have E.T. trying to get mad at Biggie once again, talking about this fan hit her and she turned around and seen the same fan hyping up Biggie, so he must have did that for Biggie, and now she got it out for Biggie. And I just think that E.T. is definitely insecure. Like, she'll take one little thing and run with it, and now you feel as though you have a reason to be justified in getting back at Biggie. So now we have Mariah Lynn's sister finally shows up, and this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Smiley is dressed and ready, and basically Mariah's sister walks up to Smiley and gets it cracking, and Smiley connected first. Mariah Lynn's sister swung first, but Smiley connected first, and I'm honestly proud of Smiley for finally sticking up for herself. And it almost started to give like maybe she really did go through something, and you know, like, she's finally sticking up for herself. Like, she's finally getting out of that funk. And here go the Gross sisters. They're talking about the incident I was just saying as far as the fan hitting E.T. And E.T.'s just like, I got it out for Biggie now. Like, me and Biggie is going at it. And Mariah Lynn and Smiley fight once again. And it looks like Smiley gets the best of Mariah Lynn. Then we have E.T. taking Biggie's stuff, and Biggie stands up for herself, and I love this for Biggie. And E.T. and Biggie basically fight. So we're just going to see how this plays out. Before we finish up, I just want to talk about a few of the incidents that rubbed me the wrong way. One of the incidents that really rubbed me the wrong way was Taseki and E.T. making up. And I just feel like, I don't know if it's because Taseki's seeing E.T. fighting, and she's seeing E.T. how E.T.'s just so about it and ready to fight. I don't know why she felt so quick to forgive E.T. as if, like, yes, she fought your sister, and yeah, you're mad at your sister, but your sister is going to be your sister forever. That's number one. But number two, if you were throwing shots at her online, don't you think that ET probably done said some fucked up things about you as well? My personal opinion that if anybody should have fought, it should have been Taseki and ET. And I just found it weird how ET hopped on T for no damn reason. But Taseki, somebody that you actually had beef with, you were hesitant to hop on her and you talked it out before hopping on her, but you hopped on a random girl that you don't know from a can of paint because how she was looking at you. What? Also, T and ET, I don't think that they should have made up because at the end of the day, they jumped that girl like 3-on-1, and now you're making up with one of the culprits. Nah, like I would have needed that apology from all three of y'all. Like y'all would have had to hand it on a silver platter, all that. Like it would have had to be more than just a hug. Last incident I wanted to touch bases on was basically Biggie. I feel as though now she's the new target. First it was T, then it was Smiley, now it's Biggie, and Biggie's the new culprit to be bullied and to be fucked with by everybody. And I honestly don't like how these girls are just so childish. It reminds me of middle or high school where you guys basically will side with whoever you like regardless if they're right or wrong. Like I feel like they knew damn well Rolly was wrong, but they like Rolly and Rolly has more status, so they're just gonna side with Rolly over Biggie and pick on Biggie. And I just don't like that. I kind of already knew that's what was happening before even watching the season. Like I could tell from the previews that it looks like Biggie is getting ganged up on. All because she has less status and less army than Rolly. Rolly has army. She has people that is going to stick up for her and stand by her no matter if she's right or wrong. That's the only difference, and I really don't like that. It's very childish if you ask me, and it's just making this season so much more weak because it's just like, for one half of the time, we don't even know what y'all are fighting for. So it just seems like that the producers are literally just like thinking that the audience is so stupid that all y'all want is fights. But what about the reason that they're fighting? We don't even know why half of these girls are fighting. So that's what makes it so lame, because they're fighting over literally nothing. So they just want content so bad. They're like, oh, we got to fight. We planned this fight. We orchestrated this fight, but it's inauthentic. So it's just like, that's what makes the season so lame, because it's almost like they just think that the audience is stupid. And all y'all want to see is fight after fight after fight every episode. But let's talk about the fact that we don't even know why they're fighting. So that takes away the hype of the fight. Like, it makes it less exciting. Lastly, what I didn't like about this episode was just the fact how they all fought and made up as a collective. It's just like it almost gave y'all are doing this for content and y'all orchestrated these fights. Now it's definite that you guys told these girls to fight. Like, for one, they can't act. And to hug afterwards? Now what real ass bitch doing that? But that's enough rambling. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every last one of you guys. Leave a comment and let me know what types of videos you guys would like to see next. I will be back next week. Hope to see you guys then. Bye.